that fire in my blood, under my skin. I feel like a god, ain't no
This is Appalachian Grit. I'm Tor. Welcome back. It's good to have you here as we unpack the end times in a way that's straightforward and pragmatic. If you're new, I'm glad you've joined us. We're all about seeing how God's plan unfolds without the confusion. Today, we're going through the end times timeline. The two witnesses, the 144,000, and the man-child. A step-by-step look at how these aren't separate groups, but one group of saints, transforming through phases in the last days. We'll walk through it chronologically so you can see the flow and why it matters for your faith. So pay attention, take some notes, and be ready with questions. Let's go and map this out. It all starts with the Feast of Trumpets, a day God set apart where trumpets sound to mark a new beginning. That's when the latter rain falls, a powerful outpouring of God's Spirit that's even greater than what happened at Pentecost. As Joel 2 says, He will cause to come down for you the rain, the former rain, and the latter rain in the first month. This kicks off the 7-year tribulation, empowering the two witnesses, the mortal phase of the 144,000, to begin their 1,260-day mission. They're God's chosen ones, predestined to step out with strength, preaching truth, leading the faithful, and shaking the nations. For the first 3.5 years, what we call the birth pangs, the witnesses go out like shepherds, gathering the remnant from every corner. This is also known as the Greater or Second Exodus, but I cover this in depth in other videos. The two witnesses showing up is the Isaiah 11 ensign to the nations. The witnesses have power to shut heaven so it doesn't rain, turn waters to blood, and strike with plagues as often as they want. Just as Revelation 11 says, these have power to shut heaven and to smite the earth with all plagues. They lay hands on believers, sparking a chain reaction of disciples who spread the message in the Holy Spirit, just like the days of the apostles. As Isaiah 11 says, He shall set up an ensign for the nations and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel. This is the time they prepare the woman, the faithful remnant, for the greater Exodus, leading her into a place prepared in the wilderness, safe from what's coming. Then, at the 1,260-day mark, halfway through the 7 years, the beast rises to fight them. Revelation 11 says, The beast that ascendeth out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them, and shall overcome them, and kill them. It's a dark moment, but after 3.5 days, the Spirit of life from God enters them, and they stand up, then ascend to heaven in a cloud. This is their transformation. The birth of the man-child, as Revelation 12 says, She brought forth a man-child, and her child was caught up unto God, and to His throne. A whole nation born in a single day, like Isaiah 66 says, Shall a nation be born at once? This is the 144,000 of all the tribes of Israel as firstfruits unto God and the Lamb. This is also the man-child. At this exact moment, Michael, the Prince of Israel from Daniel 12, stands up as the restrainer, ascending from the east with the seal of God. As Revelation 7 says, another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God. He coronates them, sealing them with glory, God's name on their foreheads, as Revelation 14 says, with him 144,000, having his Father's name written in their foreheads. Michael then fights, casting Satan out, since Satan and his angels made war on heaven in order to devour the man-child which was just caught up. As Revelation 12 says, Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. The great dragon was cast out. This unleashes the Great Tribulation, a time of woe to the earth. For the next 3.5 years, the dragon, the beast, and his false prophet take over. But the woman is safe, protected, and nourished in the wilderness for that time. The glorified 144,000 will be the ones feeding her during these 3.5 years. As Revelation 12 says, that they should feed her there 1,260 days. Now the text doesn't directly say whether they come back from heaven to do this, or if they feed her from heaven itself. It's a possibility either way. But what's clear is that they will indeed provide for her during this period. It's a time of refining for the remnant, holding fast through the chaos, until the last trump sounds in 1 Corinthians 15. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. For the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, leading to the first resurrection in Revelation 20. Blessed and holy is he that hath part in the first resurrection. On such the second death hath no power. So what does this mean for you? The timeline shows God's got a plan. The two witnesses are empowered at the start, then they're ministering, prophesying, and readying the woman for the second Exodus. If you are one of God's faithful, look forward to a coming feast of trumpets when everything will begin. Watch for the ensign and the appearing of God's witnesses. If you miss the Exodus, there is no further protection for you from the Great Tribulation and the mark. This is what the verse is speaking of when it says in Revelation 18, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues." And in Matthew 10, "He that seek to keep his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it." The hour of temptation, as mentioned in Revelation 3. "I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth," is what the Exodus is designed to protect us from. You will know the witnesses, just as the apostles were known throughout the ancient world. That first rain and surge of God's Spirit is the blueprint, the prototype for the end times and the latter rain outpouring, just on steroids. So get ready, folks. Keep the commandments of God and the testimony of Jesus Christ. Subscribe if you liked the video and leave your thoughts and questions below. God bless.